Yeah, just before I return to the tournament runs, I've got a Cruci 20 Spinmeter custom set up here. Navigation inflation for the greed sounds fun. Short fuse also sounds really good. I think I'll take inflation. I really need the cash at the moment. So what we've got here is we're just going to focus fully on upgrading pegs. And to do so, I do have one extra starting orb, which is just one potion boot, so that I can actually get value out of the good slime. Otherwise, I wouldn't really be able to actually use it. And yeah, although I suspect, yeah, I really am going to want some upgrades in my deck. Having a dude spawn close to me already is actually kind of annoying. Kind of rough. There is a shop much later on. I definitely plan on doing a instant upgrade on the potion bolt if I can. Just because that sounds really necessary to actually get some value out of it. And with only one refresh on the board, I feel like we're really going to need that extra ability to actually hit a refresh because otherwise, you know, without multi-ball, hitting the refresh sounds pretty hard. I got my 25 cash. Good. So now I can do this. But man, it's there's a lot of zero damage immediately, which is pretty scary because it's very much lacking in terms of instant output. And a lot of maps you really do want instant output, like being able to just get one hit off with a splatter early on. Jesus, one big hit with a splatter early on is like super good. Yeah, if I could get any amount of cash here, that's really worth it, right? But yeah, the stacking between navigation inflation and reduce, refuse, recycle is not to be underestimated. It's really, really good. I guess shooting the terrible doesn't really make any difference between. Yeah, okay. Because they have -4/-4, which is a pretty big decrease. This is actually super nice, to be honest. Like, we're dealing so much damage already. So yes, the instant output is super, super low, as one would expect. But it ramps up very well from there. Impressively so, to be honest. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because now he's in front of me and I actually have to try and kill him, which, you know, luckily a shot like that will not achieve. A shot like this will achieve. A good slime is... No! I really wanted to leave those bombs active. It's fine. It's just fine, but it's kind of annoying. Cool. There is so many punishing fights here. This is probably one of them. We'll do our best here. I believe we want to shot down this side first of all. Let's just get that roll upgraded, potentially hit that bomb. Good stuff. And then we'll do a shot like this, which should get some very good split, and most importantly, is just gonna hit those refreshes. And would you look at that? That was just incredibly, incredibly neat. We didn't really want anything more from that shot. That was absolutely nuts. Like, yeah, this refresh is not the easiest to hit. Okay, somehow I got it. Wow. I mean, this was an insane fight. We lost 2 health in a plants fight. Okay, that's impressive. Crits also refresh, that is nuts. Kind of a shame I can't get both of those passives because... Damn. I'll get one passive in the store, it's fine. Both of those passives would have been amazing, but it's whatever. Okay, then. This terrible just went on a complete rampage. Like, sure, I'll take it. I need to get in there, actually. Yeah. Claim that refresh so that I can actually maintain those bombs so I have a chance at gaining some cash. Because I think I'm fine to do a little bit of greeting here. Say either I make it to the store and I have cash, or I don't make it to the store and I don't have cash. Because these bombs are like actually just so much cash for me that it's very worth me trying to claim it. Damn, if I'd hit one bomb there, that would have been great. Yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty big deal. And because of that, the remove is also much more valuable, but I don't know, I'm thinking it might not be worth it, but I will still upgrade it, yeah. I mean, I remove it. I think it's just more valuable if I do so. If I can get anything that actually allows me to activate this kind of combo more, though, that would be so insanely valuable. Insane first shot. Let's aim towards that refresh, though, because that's all the way over there, and it's very necessary we hit that, to be honest. Poison stuff works insanely well with this grading stuff, doesn't it? That's neat. I'm gonna retarget. That is a whole lot of damage. Yeah, because we can just tear through them with that. Ideally, I maintain this bomb, to be honest. I've got enough poison damage at this point that I don't need to think about actually killing enemies, so I can just try and collect myself a little bit of extra cash because I want it quite badly. Great stuff. So much upgrading going on that poison absolutely melts. Oh, you know what? That's a very silly idea, but we could in fact try it. No way, I suck at aiming. Jesus. How did I miss? Oh. No, I missed again. Oh. Oh, this is very, very spooky. Oh, okay, perfect. Good. Much less spooky now because we just get to do this. Unfortunately, I don't get to shoot off that way. The crits also refresh. I totally forgot about that. Neat little factor that makes such a massive difference this run. Okay, GG, good. Sorry, Minotaur, but you do not get to do the thing you want to do. Jesus. That actually just one-shot the Minotaur. Love it. Holy. I mean, look, that was certainly a weakness that we had, and now we don't have that weakness. It's worth it. Unfortunately, I'm heading it to yet another stall with 6 cash off. Like, damn, that's unfortunate. But let's be real, it's not like we really care about buying another passive there. They're pretty medium. Having, how many extra refresh sources do we have? 3? 3 extra refresh sources is absolutely nuts. There's not much more we wanted than that, to be honest. I got a refresh, so it doesn't matter. Like, literally, the power level between when I actually hit my refresh and when I don't for this run is just crazy big because I've got so much upgrading going on that I just need to be hitting the upgraded pegs. Which means they actually have to exist. Which can be a bit tough, but can also not be. Probably should have aimed towards the crit, shouldn't I? Slight misplay there, it's fine. I mean, let's leave the bombs active because why not? Oh, this is not, in fact, leaving the bombs active, is it? I mean, what? This is Area 1, and we've already got like 40 upgrade pegs? That's probably the highest. Can't see anything higher. Very impressive. We've even got damage reduction slimes active, although we won't be using them in the fight. We may be using them afterwards. I don't think Peglin Pendant's going to matter. Good job. Am I just really not going to get any bomb creep ever? Sure. Alright, locked on. That's fine though, because we have 0 targeting. Yeah, like, it's funny. I think that the mole change is like simultaneously the biggest change and the smallest change. Because the thing is, if it matters a massive deal. Like, sometimes being able to snipe the mole could save you like an extra 20-30 health. Like, it's actually crazy how much health it can save you. And yeah, but sometimes you just have no targeting orbs, and that's going to be happening a lot. So sometimes it is just the smallest change. I'll shoot it because most of my damage is coming inherently from the upgrades rather than the fact that it's a 0-2, you know? Oh man, truly incredible shot. Our health is just being maintained though. Like, yes, it's pretty easy to argue that starting off with the potion ball is a bit overkill. But, I don't know. I wanted to use a good slime, and it's a very good argument to actually use a good slime. 10 extra refreshes on the board. I'm a bit concerned with that. 1 less refresh on the board. I guess we'll take Serenity Spate and it'll just pop itself. Like, do I really want to take Least Rest for later? Fine. I liked where my refreshing was at, but technically it is actually impairing me by quite a bit, isn't it? So, like, yeah, I did have insane refreshing, but it is still adding probably a very solid amount. Especially, yeah, let's try and afford that. Especially since sliming generally works very, very well with the leave the rest for later stuff. Jeez. Yeah, okay. It probably stacks up our damage immediately. So fast, doesn't it? 364 poison damage. That was one of the things I was thinking about this run. Where the poison damage is going to matter so much, and like, especially since we have Round Guard, it's going to matter so much. 43 damage for 61 gold. Don't mind if I do. It's not really another option we want to take there. I don't think we're going to be punished for losing that much health. I think we're going to be the opposite of punished because, you know, we have Cookie. And Cookie leaves the rest for later, so there's a healing source. It's like not always on par with Inferno Ingot, but it very much can be. And you know, it doesn't require you to have your max health to do so. Yeah, it does mean that sometimes you're cutting down on the pegboard by quite a lot, but not always. Yeah, we've already fulfilled, great. Good stuff, I probably shouldn't have shot that. I just wanted the fight to end, and it ended. Where is the shot? Here? Yep, perfect. Cool, cool. Yeah, this fight should also be very, very simple. This is very much a fight which just allows you to scale up, and we have pretty insane scaling. Definitely one of the best sources of scaling in the game. Spin Infection, sure. We can deal with that. We can deal with any of the bosses for sure. I can't recall what the actual change to this boss is though. Because I remember it was not something I'd actually noticed before, I think. I think I was thinking that maybe the cycle's faster, or maybe something about her attack animation. I really don't remember. Either way, yeah, Poison is doing distinctly more than I think I would want it to this run. I don't know, do I want Poison to be doing a lot this run? This is more, so I'll take it. Well, upgrading is literally just the entire point of this run, so yeah. We can be picky, because we just don't have the cash for it. But I mean, those two say I upgrade, and that is certainly a pick. I can take one more if I wanted. I don't really want to. I think, yeah, okay. Outlet is a good buy there. These are both really good. And then these don't really matter. The remove is value, but I think a passive is also pretty equivalent value when I have an ambidextrary. Because there are a lot of ways you can naturally find a remove. Quite a few of them. Thank you, I'd like to go left. Oh, minus 50 max HP for infinite healing. As I said, I already have a source of healing that is pretty on par with Inferno Ingot, so I don't really feel the need to halve my max HP because it's a pretty big cut when I have such an insane source of healing. Perfect. Look at all that cash I just claimed. Means I can send some upgrades onto my potion vault, among other things. Wow. See what I mean by you can very much find the removes elsewhere? As well as we have ambidextrary, so the removes are much less valuable. I guess we do want to try and pyro elites though, so that we get some more chances for strong passives, because Refreshing Punch would be very funny, wouldn't it? Yes. Whoa! That did not do what I expected it to do. Doesn't really matter there. Yep, they got off their one hit on me. I can't even recall, did they actually do damage with that one hit? Also, we're just gonna be, yep. Yep. Okay, that's what I want this deck to be. We just shoot the potion bolts and then we cheese them via poison. That sounds fun, except that's not really using the peg upgrades, so I don't know if I want to do that. Like, that sounds really fun, right? Shoot the potion bolts and then we never have any orbs in our deck for the rest of the runs. That's for the rest of the combat. I don't know, that does sound really fun. Like, I'm not really sure if that's what I want to do, because I kind of want to capitalize on the upgrades in more than a way that is just poison, but poison is certainly very, very interesting, I can't deny that. And it is something I have actually wanted to do. Just, did I want to do it for this run? I'm not sure about that. Refresh moving doesn't matter just yet, but it does give us more high roll. Like, there are a few rare passives here that we could hit, which would be, yeah, pretty nuts, to say the least. Well, I guess adding more refreshes to the board doesn't make too much of a difference just yet. But it will certainly be incredibly, incredibly powerful. In terms of power, it's one of the strongest things you can do, for sure. Maintaining those bombs so that we get to actually collect a little bit of extra cash later on. Sounds decent, and yeah, sure, persist. Look, the nerfs to Potion Ball has meant that persist on it is like so strong. Being able to shoot more than one Potion Ball per combat is just such a nice thing to do. I went for a bounce shot on that coin, it missed. It doesn't really matter, it's 4 extra cash and we're sitting on 323 after doing double store. Like, sure, we didn't buy out double store, so it's significantly less than what I would normally consider double store to be, but still. I really want to pay attention here. I don't think they're draining faster. Maybe they spawned in. I don't think that's dealing more damage. Maybe the paintings are more lethal. And maybe they applied more infection pads. I don't know, I'll kill painting to see. Because I really I'm not sure what the change is, and I really want to know what it is. Oh, I don't have enough poison on the board yet? Oh, that's surprising. Man, we have some crazy upgrades here already. It's only 2. I don't think that's Wasp Infection. I'm pretty sure it's always been Tooth Infection. Admittedly, I haven't been playing the Coasters with attention, but if you asked me, I would have told you it was Tooth Infection. Yeah, this is going to be some very fair damage. Yeah, that about checks out. I'm just going to shoot another Splattle because, you know. If you can choose to just deal 4,000 damage, why not, right? Kinetic Meteorite. As funny as I think Kinetic Meteorite would be, I think I might pass. Let's say we have a pretty good refresh source, so it doesn't exactly add the most. Not the best. Am I meant to change? No, I'm not. Good. Close. Honestly, having the refreshers move is actually super handy for maps like this, where sometimes they can just get stuck in places, which, like up there, yeah. It's really tough hitting those pegs up there, but if they move, much less so. Also, yeah, the lightning pegs are dealing a whole lot of damage there. Did not expect them to be, like, activating that many pegs to improve the damage output by that much. But they certainly were. Cool, cool. Super Boots. Yeah, okay, let's take a Unicorn Horn. Super Boots is obviously an amazing passive, but in terms of impact on this run, Unicorn Horn would have had much more. Oh wow, that was incredibly, incredibly rude. Please give me a random elite. Yeah, this is not a favourable fight for them at all. Oh no, you got Spin Fiction. Are they also damage reduction slime lol? I don't think I see a single damage reduction slime. But I had to have had them because he don't zero damage. Apparently I'm just blind to damage reduction, which I'm not surprised. Kind of funny. What do I want? Rubble. Yep. Okay, Rubble is the most fun way to take advantage of all this upgrading going on. Though the boss I'm fighting doesn't really care about that much. Yes, no, yes, yeah. Yeah? Honestly, this is an equally as fun way to take advantage of it, so I'll do it because, let's be honest, I was talking about this just before, wasn't I? Like, I use Rubble an awful lot because it's an amazing orb, and it absolutely deserves to be used that many times. Jesus. This deck is so insane. But I don't really get the opportunity to use Duplicatorb, like, at all, ever. So, definitely want to... Oh, I forgot about Adventure Run. It's only temporary upgrading, that's why I forgot about it. That's annoying. When I do this run in the future, if I do it in the future, I certainly will be using an Adventure Run. But I kind of forgot about the existence of Adventure Run, it seems. I knew that there was more upgrading I was missing, I just couldn't really think of it in that moment. Because, like, let's be honest, Adventure Run isn't permanent upgrades, so it's kind of just harder for me to remember. And this is really cool. I love that the question marks both give us passives. That's what I was hoping for, that's why I didn't go to the fight. Oh, we added a Filibuster to our deck. The Filibuster's gonna be murdering them. Kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Oh yeah, Betsy changed so that there was a tree trunk. Cool. Didn't matter, but cool. I don't really think that the Area 3 bosses that you have to fight in Area 1 are going to be that much of a problem at all. Even with the Crucible 20 changes. Don't think that makes things tough for anything too much. Alchemist's Cookbook is definitely the correct pick there, by the way, but I'm not doing more bomb stuff. That actually put some impressive damage numbers on our potion board. Perfect. I really didn't want to misnavigate previously, and now to claim an intentional over, that's nuts. So good. I feel like I've done a really, really good job. Oh, damn. of not having to fight what's his name, the sapper guy, King, which is definitely not his name. I can't even remember what his real name is. But the boss with the Minesweeper board. Because I feel like on Crucible 20 he's just super nasty, and I'm very happy I haven't had to fight him at all recently on Crucible 20 because I feel like, I mean, squares, it doesn't make too much of a difference. Like, sometimes you will just be completely outpaced by what they're doing, but I feel like most of the time you should be completely fine. And, what even is the Coin Dragon change? Like, I don't even know what it was. Okay, nice. We get the fun thing here where it's, Leaks the Respirator just completely shredding this boss. Like, he just doesn't exist because of Leaks the Respirator, which is pretty cool. Like, we literally just get to see what a full map looks like thanks to the power of Leaf. Leaf is such a fun passive. I love that it's the basis for so many custom runs as well. Wait, we don't even use it in the custom runs. It's weird. Yeah, okay, we'll definitely take Grinding Monster because that's going to give us so much max health, right? Look, any number above 100 is actually pretty nice. Because honestly, especially when you're looking at fights like squares, just being able to survive one more hit is a pretty massive deal. One more refresh on the board might not sound like much. It's actually a pretty big deal, I think. How much duplication do we have going on? I like that. That's certainly a very cool orb. How good is it? Yeah, that's a different question. It's sure it's a lot of refreshes. I was offered a refresher course earlier in the run, but I didn't realize I was going to be doing this kind of nonsense, so I didn't take it. Man, something circle onto horrible is actually super cool this fight. This run. Actually, I would enjoy doing that more, but I'm not really going to get the opportunity to. Oh my god, what is wrong with my clipping? Just didn't click that. Ugh. Cool. Let's just start the potion bolt spam. Ideally, we don't just kill them with refill buster and bombs. I'm kind of worried that might not be the case. We've got a ton of upgrading going on. I'm looking forward to shooting the Duplicatorb. 40... Oh, it's like no poison damage yet. Good. I was also worried that the poison damage might do stuff. I'd rather just bash them to death one by one with like duplicate orbs and horribles. That sounds way more fun, although I doubt the horrible actually has the momentum to get onto the like circles, which is unfortunate. I didn't manage to hit either of the Hyrule pieces I was really hoping for. Because I took Shufflepot Hyrule and I took Proc Nearby Peg's Hyrule thing. Refreshing Punch. But I didn't find either of them. Okay, yeah, now that's poison damage. Yes, I'll start shooting with Duplicatorb now because they're just going to get absolutely murdered by the thing. Because there's so much poison damage active on this one. Yep. I love how you can just see where, yeah, that's like dead, perfect. Just too much poison damage for him to handle. Jesus. Like, I imagine this horrible would get enough damage to kill, even though it's not going to do too much. But like, that was actually a ton of poison damage towards the end. So this was a really fun run. I think there are two ways I could have taken it. I could have done the like cheese way, which is you shoot out your entire deck and then you just spam discard for the rest and you hide behind. I think, well, obviously round guard's much safer, right? But I think you could potentially only hide behind a decoy. I think that you can get literally just that much poison damage as long as you find a few potion bolts, you know? Like, I had 8 in my deck. That helps out a lot. Well, probably 9. I feel like Summoning Circle is on average 9, right? I feel like that's a pretty fair statement to make. Also, especially since it is technically just almost fully a 50% on whether or not you're hitting a potion bolt. But yeah, I'll definitely do Adventure Run next time I do this run as well. And I think I might try a poison basis instead. Because this run I really wanted to try something that wasn't a poison basis, which is probably Rubble or Duplicator. Just something like that, which... Concentrication as well? No, not Concentrication. What kind of other orbs am I considering? I mean, Jupiter, but I can't get Jupiter on this class. Yeah, those kinds of orbs where they can make use of the upgraded orbs in a fun way, because like Apex in a fun way. Because obviously, you know, you have your Machuskas. Machuskas are going to absolutely just shred anything with this many upgrades, especially since they're also responsible for doing a lot of the upgrading themselves. But, you know, that's like the classic thing, right? Like, I don't need to do it in a custom run. So yeah, I'll do Poison next time. There are a lot of orbs that I think could be extremely interesting. Duplicatorb is, you have potential, but, you know, a Rubble would have been more fun than it. Surprise, surprise. I really appreciated the cash early on. Funded a lot of our shops later on, and although we didn't get two shops in Area 3, we got two shops in all the other maps, which was pretty decent because we managed to buy a lot of pretty high impact passives in them. Yep. Found the adventure line later on. Ring of Reuse was actually really good. Didn't manage to find Refresh High Roll, as I said, which was unfortunate. All of our bulkiness passive. Like, just imagine the course of a run, right? Between you getting these passives like uh, second and third compared to second and third to last. Like, they make such a big impact on your run, but if you're getting them like last, they're going to do basically nothing. Like, Apple a Day had about the same impact as the both of them, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, our boss battles were kind of funny. We really didn't hit anything too crazy, but they both worked out for sure. I don't know how much Electropregnant really did. It's just generally not the most fun passive, just because it's moving your cursor, which I generally would rather my cursor's not moving when I'm trying to aim a shot. But at least the rest of the later is just such an incredible high roll passive. Like picking it up is just so good. Like I don't know what kind of percentage I want to apply to this, like 85% of the time. I feel like it's honestly just so good so much of the time because the thing is, all of the other refreshing stuff, you've got Cookie, you've got Refresh Course, you've got Refresh Perspective. If you have one of those three, I feel like, okay, maybe not Refresh Perspective, maybe Refill Buster. I feel like if you have one of those three, like picking up Refresh Course is just so, sorry, Lethal Escalade was just so much better. Especially since there's so much future potential high roll, especially like I mean, if you had like refresh perspective and refloss stone, like sign me up, right? But yeah, we had a big focus on refreshing immediately with the three extra refreshes on the board. Then we kind of didn't really need it, but I think with this upgrading stuff, just making sure that you have a really consistent, solid refresh source is by far the most important thing because you need to make sure you're hitting your upgraded pegs. And although the good slimy stuff is a really, really good way to do so, you do want slightly more than that because you get a ton of upgrading from it and it becomes durable, which means that you can actually use the upgraded peg. But if you don't refresh, you can't use the upgraded pick. So it's really important to have a good refreshing base, and we had a really good one.